What's up, dudes? So I'm out in the shop. It's still raining. I'd like to finish my front motor mount today so I can move on to everything else, but my other vise is a Harbor Freight piece of shit, and it's broken twice, and it's done. One of the jaws completely broke off. And my other vise, well, I mean, this is where I've been doing all my fabricating work, on the vise on the front of the wrecker pulled up to the bay here. And I'm not going to put my grinder and my steel I'm working with out in the rain. So, I mean, even my hoist here just inside the door, it's still the front of the truck getting wet. So, definitely not going to work out in the rain. I'm just going to have to wait to finish this until the rain stops or lets up, or put something under it to support it overnight and do it tomorrow. Anyway, I've got to do something today. I have to continue forward, or this will never get done. So what I figure I'm going to do is we're going to take a little while and we're going to restore the bulkhead insulator for the wiring harness. Now, if you don't know, there is a two-piece metal shield that goes here and bolts around this and keeps it from rubbing on the sharp edge on the firewall there. Somebody already on the comments on another video thought I was going to just leave that way, and yeah, that's not happening. So what we're going to do is we're going to restore it, and we're going to use Plasti-Dip. Now, Plasti-Dip is kind of a ubiquitous thing. People use it on trucks, on rims, on tools. It seems like people use it on everything these days. So we're going to just use good old black, since that was what was on it to begin with. And you see the condition of it now. I mean, being as it's not a sharp edge, I could probably run the wiring harness through that and it would be fine. It wouldn't cut through it, but it looks terrible. And it did have a coating on it before, and you see what's left is just that little bit right there. Focus, you turd. That little bit right there, and like some residue on the outside. And this, I mean, you can just kind of chip it off with your fingers. So it was coated with a rubberized coating, and I've seen plenty of others that still had the rubber on them, or at least some of it. But this is not faring well. So what we're gonna do, and well, you see how that goes together there? Yeah, just like that. Anyway, we're gonna take this and we're gonna stick it in the blast cabinet, and I'm gonna see if I can set this on the lens of the cabinet and get some footage of me actually blasting this while I'm doing it. So let's give it a shot and see how it works. Now, it's very loud. This thing has a built-in suction device to keep the dust down in there. And see, I need new gloves. Both gloves have a hole in them now, and I use glass bead and it comes out, but it's not too bad yet. Anyway, so let's open up. I love this cabinet because the front opens for bigger parts, or you can put stuff in either side this way. So just toss those in there, shut it. It's going to be very loud. You probably won't be able to hear me talking, but let's see what we can do here. Oh, hell yeah, that's perfect. You can actually see very well in here. Come on, get off of there. So the little bit of coating that's still left doesn't want to come off. What a shithead. Really? Come on, man. Alright, there we go. Come on off of there. You know you want to. Hey, one half's done. Oh, wait a minute. I still see a bad spot. That's better. On for the neighbors. They've got a capital one. See, this cabinet will take off rust and paint and everything, but anything softer, it has a very hard time with. Like if there was some RTV silicone stuck, it would have a hard time taking that off as well. Really glad this is working out. I wasn't sure that I was going to actually be able to get any good footage of this. It's eating it away slowly. See, we still have a couple of little bits left that won't come off. And they are coming, but it's really slow going. Softer materials, instead of being knocked off of the substrate by the impact of the abrasive bits, they tend to just absorb the impact and stay in place. So, yeah. See, there's actually a windshield hinge in there too. Oh, look at there. Come on, get off of there. Almost. Can't believe that last little bit is that damn tough. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get something to scrape that with. Very hard to pick up little shit with these gloves. Okay, so this is just one of the military grounding washers. kind of like a, I mean, it's got a bunch of sharp edges, so this might help. And it was right beside the blast cabinet, so. On top of my beer fridge. Let's see if that helps. Yay, it's gone. Look at that. Absolutely clean. Excellent. So, now, knock off the built up sand off the other one. It's not sand, it's glass bead. And we'll turn that off. Isn't that a relief when that thing is finally off? So, let's go over here. Once you have it clean, you don't want to touch it with your bare hands. You can wear gloves, or you can just kind of grab a couple of hangers, since we're going to be dipping it anyway. And see if, yeah, usually I'm good enough I can pick things like that up with a hanger without touching them. But just like this. Come on, you fucker. Yep. And can we get this one? Yeah, we'll get it. Even if we gotta flip it over, we'll get it. So normally when I'm doing this, I wear latex gloves. But it's real hard to work a touch screen with latex gloves. So, yay, success. Now, let's see what it takes to make this shit work. I've never used this before. I saw my dad use it when I was a kid. But I saw a can the other day when I was at Stein's, our local hardware store chain. And I was like, yay, you know what? That might be something worth using to try and restore that bulkhead insulator. So, I'm gonna plug my lights back in here. What lights I have left, the damn fluorescents are starting to go out. And during the spring and summer, when I'm not in here, I have to unplug this stuff at night. Otherwise, I get tons of June bugs that are dead all over my bench. So, oh yeah, fun stuff. So I think I showed you in this already in another video, but there's what happened to the vise finally. Yeah, it's a turd. Anyway, see if I can come up with something to work the phone here real quick to hold it. These Irwin clamps, man, they've been a lifesaver with stuff like this, with holding the phone. Ah, I got it. I already figured out what I got to do. Goodbye, vice jaw. All right, I've got to clamp this one to the vise, or what's left of the vise. And I got to clamp the phone in it. Come on. It'll take a while to work with one hand, though. All right, there we go. Here's where the phone's gonna be. Well, I say that. Shit. I didn't think that through, did I? Let's try this again. A little farther out this time. Oh, come on, you turd. It's way easier when you actually have a working vise here. You just clamp the clamp in a vise and you're good to go. No clamping a clamp to a clamp. It's clamp to a clamp for clamping. Alright. Just a little, just a little short. But, see, that sucks. Alright, this is a terrible angle, but you guys might just have to work with that. Wait a minute. We have a solution. I'm gonna have to clamp another clamp to the clamps. But it's gonna work, I think. Okay, let me see it. Yeah, you can watch me clamp clamps to clamps with clamps. Maybe someday I will be able to afford an actual camera and a tripod or something. Or some of those little dealies with the legs that you can adjust to any angle. Yeah, those. Oh, come on. Really? It's not wanting to clamp because I have the clamp clamped on the clamp too much clamping. Clamp. Force, yeah. This shit is probably all gonna fall apart at the most inopportune time. But for now it's kinda together. And we're gonna see if I can make it work. No, this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work. But I'm still gonna try, because I'm hard-headed like that. Okay, sweet. That'll just stay there. You guys can watch me do stuff. So, shit. Of course you guys remember about gassing off parts, right? We're definitely going to do that in this case. And being as it's so thin, it only takes a second. In fact, that's done already. So, now that one's done. Yeah, it only takes a minute. Let's read the instructions. Dipping. Attach wire or string to hang item. Insert item 1 inch every 5 seconds. Withdraw at same rate. Okay. Allow 30 minutes minimum between coats. Apply as many coats as desired. Allow 4 hours minimum dry time before use. Okay. So, you guys are not going to see that whole process because that would take forever. But I'm going to show you at least one. So let's open a can. It's like a can of tuna. Oh. Wow, that's... Was I supposed to shake before opening or not for use as architectural coating? Okay, well, I didn't plan on painting my house with it. Surface must be clean and dry for best results. Avoid direct sunlight, high humidity, or breezy conditions. Stir gently and thoroughly before each use. Coat, seals, protects, color codes, metal, wood, glass, rubber, concrete, fabric, fiberglass, and rope. Tech tips. No, I don't need to thin this, okay? About 4 hours, yeah. Okay. So I need to mix this, I guess, which if I'd have known, I would have shaken it before I opened it. Yeah. There's stir sticks right there. Hang on a second. Where did my shit go? cannot find anything. I have a whole box of all those paper supplies. And they're gone. Seriously? Wow. I think it's enough to finish. Found it. Let's scrape this stuff off the lid into the other stuff, not on the lid. And throw the lid away. Yeah, cool, I already got it on something I didn't want it on. Oh. Yeah, it's like some of the shit is on top and it's clear. I guess it separates and I don't know what it is. I don't know if this is it can't be urethane because urethane gets hard when it cures and this is not supposed to. Plus urethane is a two-part. I don't know. I don't know what this is, but it's supposed to be good stuff, like for coating pliers and whatever. Tool handles. I think that's thoroughly stirred enough. Maybe. Because I'm cheap, I must save on my product. This can was only $13 and something, 14 bucks after government theft. Uncle Sam gotta have his part of everybody's pocket. So yeah, 13 something plus tax. Anyway, let's dip. I don't know about the 1 inch per minute thing. I'm just gonna stick it in there. 1 inch every 5 seconds. Withdraw at same rate. I guess we could try something like that. Can you see this? Yes. Excellent. Okay, let's get her done. It's about an inch, huh? About another inch. At least that's what I tell the old lady. Another inch. I think you're actually just supposed to go an inch slowly over 5 seconds, not wait 5 seconds and then put it an inch in, but whatever. As long as it comes out with a rubber coating on it, I've reached my goal, so. Now withdraw at same rate. Remember the instruction said withdraw at same rate. So what I'm hoping now is that this actually turns out well, and it's going to be a good method for restoring these, because this is it's a good place where a lot of these trucks end up with a short in the wiring harness, and it'd be a lot nicer to do this instead of just wrapping a bunch of tape around it or some shit. And of course, if you just paint it, then you're not going to get the same results as you would if you did this. So that actually looks pretty good already. It's nice. Looks like a thick coating, but we're definitely going to put more on it. Now when we're done, it looks like we're going to have to open up that top hole because it's filling, which is fine. A razor knife, a hobby knife, and a little bit of patience. It'll be all right. We're going to hang this up here out of the way, right above the camera, and we're going to do the other one. So, remember what it said, 1 inch every 5 seconds, so I'm not counting, screw that. I'm going to do just kind of like I did a minute ago, except I'm going to keep moving instead of stopping. And yes, it is important to get all the rust and stuff off before. If you don't have a blast cabinet, you could probably use a wire brush and then OSPO it to kill the rust. But if you don't neutralize the rust or remove the rust before you do this, it's going to end up growing underneath this coating. And yeah, you're going to have to do it again or find a whole another one, because if you seal up rust but you don't neutralize it, especially with a coating like this that I'm sure is still air permeable, especially after you run a bolt in it and tighten a bolt down on it, the rust will continue growing underneath, and it can actually eat the entire substrate away, eat the part away, and leave just the coating behind. Especially if you live in a high humidity or high salt environment. So keep that in mind. Okay, awesome. Second part is dipped. It looks amazing. I like it. I like it a lot. Probably going to do 2 or 3 more coats on this. You'll probably want to do this until you're happy with the thickness of the coating. Keep in mind, you don't want to make this so small that the wiring harness won't go through it without ripping the coating off, because then you're right back where you started. So probably 2 or 3 coats, maybe 4, depending on how fast you do this and how thick it comes out when you do it. So just wanted to show this to you guys, a new way of doing things. I'm sure there's probably another product that may be better suited for this. If there is, I don't know what it is. So if you found something else, if you know a better way to do this, go ahead and post it down in the comments below. Be happy to share that information with everybody else, because that's really what I am here for, is to help all of you guys, not to get famous, because I'm not going to get famous doing this. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful and informative. Please take a moment to check out our sponsor in the description down below, Big Mike's Motor Pool. We get all of our surplus military parts now from him, and if you don't do the same, you've heard this before if you watch my other videos, you're missing out. Customer service is the biggest part of Big Mike's. He takes care of you, he ships fast, his prices are great, and I don't know what else to tell you. Buy your stuff from him. Don't go to the other guys. Thanks, dudes. We'll see you later.